Welcome to the AP Physics Workbook solution. Here we have Unit 2, Dynamics. The section is 2.E, Newton's second and third law. Here's the scenario. Two blocks are being pushed across a surface with an external force F as shown in the figure at the right. The mass M2 of block 2 is greater than the mass M1 of block 1. The blocks begin at rest. The surface is smooth enough that the frictional force between the surface and the blocks can be neglected. Right? Here you are going to draw the force on each one of the diagrams and you're going to distinct them by the arrows. You can try your best. Remember, force of friction is neglected, so you don't need a force of friction here. All right, so the first dot is going to be on M1. The second dot is going to be M2. You can give that a try. Here I gave you the force gravity and the force normal on both of the objects. The force normal, force gravity is smaller on the M1 because it has a smaller mass. M2 is a bigger mass, so there's more force gravity and more force normal as a result. If we look at the smaller object, we can see that the person is pushing M1, so you can describe that as the F of the push, and he's pushing it to the right. F push. The opposite of it is not force of friction, but due to Newton's third law, there's an equal and opposite force on that. So what is being pushed back on M1? It is the M2 that is pushing back. So we can say here, the force that is pushing back is the force of 2 on 1. That should make sense because do you see how the person is doing a force applied? So what is pushing back is the force 2 on 1. That should make sense now. There's nothing pushing to the left on the bigger block, but there's something being pushed to the right. And that is the what? A lot of people here would think it's the F push or the force applied by the person. It's not. It's the equal and opposite force. So notice this is F, 2 on 1. So this is going to be the 1 on 2. How does that look like? So here, notice the force to the left is F of 2 on 1. So there's going to be an equal and opposite force to the right, which is the F1 on 2. That is what I got down here. Next is the quantitative reasoning. Here we're going to be deriving the acceleration for the block 2. Here they give you what the steps are, so you just have to write it. What they start you off with is the summation of all the internal forces of the system will be equal to the mass of the system times the acceleration of the system, which is just Newton's second law. The forces that we have here on the F push is going to be equal to the mass times the acceleration in the x direction. The mass of the system is the sum of the two masses. Mass F push is going to be equal to this mass is going to be substituted by mass 1 plus mass 2 because we are going to treat the system as having both masses, and the acceleration is the same thing as ax. Then you are going to solve for the acceleration, so you're going to divide the mass over to the other side. You should have a divide by m1 plus m2. Okay, and here they can just said since mass 2 will have the same acceleration as the system, you could write this is equal to the acceleration in the x. You can write that a2 has the same acceleration as if you just do F push divided by m1 plus m2. Now we could look at the third one. Indicate whether the magnitude of the acceleration on block 2 is now larger or the same or smaller than the original situation. What happened here is that they added a third mass to the system to the right. So let's see if the acceleration is going to be bigger or smaller. So let me just grab you the original acceleration, right? The original acceleration looks something like the one from above. A was equal to the summation of F push divided by m1 plus m2. The fact that they throw in a third mass, how does this change? Well, you are going to add a what? Third mass. Look at what happens to the A if I add the M2. Because the fact that it's on the bottom of the denominator, this is going to go down as a result. Okay, so we would say it is going to be smaller. So this is what I wrote in detail for you. I would say the acceleration of the system will decrease when mass is increased, and that is the mass of M3, because there is an inverse proportional relationship between the acceleration and mass. As the mass increases for the system, the acceleration will decrease for the system. Since the acceleration of the system is the same for the individual block, the statement above is true for the acceleration on the individual block. So the A of the sys is going to go down because you have the addition of the third mass. Again, because I said it, inversely proportion. But there you go. These are all your solutions for 2E.